lands work is now being looked at in other places. I'm flying to New Zealand in 2 weeks, and I deal with a lot of researchers and community people down there, and they're looking at our model that we have developed here as something that they'll use in New Zealand. And so, without further ado, I'd like to welcome Rob Black. Thank you.
Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here, and thanks to Jeff and Dr. Chan for the invitation. It's a pleasure to take just a few minutes during this part of the presentation to tell you a little bit about a new organization in the province of Ontario. The Rural Ontario Institute is delighted to be associated with the Monison Centre and the work they've done and are doing, and we look forward to supporting them as a partner going forward into the future. The organization is really only 23 days old. We started on April 1st. I'm going to go back one. 23 days old. It's a creation of an amalgamation of the Ontario Rural Council, or better known as TORC, and the Centre for Rural Leadership. 23 days ago, the birth of the Rural Ontario Institute took place. Both TORC and TCRL have been around for 10 years or more, and both were respected provincial organizations in the province in their own right. 2 years ago, discussions began on how we might work together better to serve rural Ontario. And the result, 712 days later, 18 days short of 2 years, the Rural Ontario Institute was born. The vision of our organization is a recognized voice providing leadership for strong and vibrant rural Ontario. The mission is an amalgamation of the two, building of the two organizations' mandates, catalyst for dialogue, collaboration, and action on issues facing rural Ontario, and we also deliver leadership training and development, again, to ensure that rural contributes to a healthy and vibrant Ontario. The benefits of the combined organization certainly are many. Stronger reach across rural Ontario, bringing the two organizations together, stronger voice for rural Ontario, stronger organization in many ways, more efficient and effective, which we anticipate and hope and look forward to leading us on a pathway to sustainability. The end result then being is a strong and vibrant rural Ontario, a better partner for all levels of government, and then working with research institutions such as the university here and the Monison Centre and other organizations and agencies towards common goals. Certainly TORC, our predecessor organization, started a relationship with the Monison Centre a couple of years ago through their involvement in the KIS project, and in particular the Rural Research Priorities project, where TORC played a coordination role in the stakeholder engagement piece through the Discoveries Workshop. The preliminary information that was gathered, and which we subsequently have seen, and the research development priorities have certainly done us well in 23 days that we've been in this organization. 6 days into our new organization, we had a phone call from Tim Hudak's office, the leader of the opposition. He said, "I'm going to be in Guelph the next week, and I want to talk about rural issues." What do? We go to the priorities and the list that has been developed, and certainly we were able to go around our board table with him and using that list, and certainly helped him to identify some issues that obviously they're looking for help in developing their platform. So through his call and 10 minutes after a press release went out about that visit, we had a call from another party leader. Wants the same meeting between now and the fall. So it's an exciting time for our organization. Certainly from the Rural Ontario Institute standpoint, there is a great need to build and grow our relationship with the Monison Centre, and in fact researchers from university communities across the province and around the world. In fact, Craig Desjardins sits on our board, and he is one of our new board members sitting on the Rural Ontario Institute board. So Craig, it's great to have you sitting there as well. And Christine Duplo in the audience as well sits on our board. Rural research is certainly needed to more effectively help inform policy and decision makers regarding what needs to be done in rural Ontario, how to better understand the rural issues in order to develop those better policies, better programs to suit us all in rural Ontario. As a new organization, the Rural Ontario Institute looks forward to continuing a positive relationship with Dr. Chan and Jeff Dixon and others here at this institution and others into the future. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.